Hello and welcome to veterintegration.com. Today we'll be looking at the field side of vet integration, looking at medical records and invoices. So I've logged into the field side of vet integration and I'm presented with four different options here. I can create a new record, I can go to a previous record, or I can go straight to invoices or medical records. In this case, I'm just going to go straight to creating a new record. And it's putting my date of service as today's date. And I'm going to put in my sample customer. And I can put in some vet practice internal notes here. And I can say add. All right, so I've created a service record. And now what I can do on the bottom here is I can create an invoice, or I can start adding medical records to this particular one. Okay, and right now we see it's not reviewed, it's not posted. We'll do that in a little bit. And the veterinarian is John Doe member. That's who I'm logged in as. So for invoice items, we can just go ahead and look up invoice items from our inventory. And I can pick this one down here. I can set the quantity to 2. And then I can just save and add new. And it immediately jumps me to a new record. And I can look up my next inventory item. And I could just say save record. Okay. So right now I've got $93.63 created for this invoice. And at this point, I could create a PDF of this invoice. I can email it immediately. And if I'm done with this particular invoice, I could just click reviewed, and then accounting, the office would know that they need to post this particular invoice. While I'm in here though, I'm just going to go add a medical record as well. And I'm going to add it to animal 100. And we'll say this animal is 1,400 pounds. And again, I can add medical record notes. Okay, this is for the client, for the customer. And I'm going to show the milk and meat withdrawals on their medical record that we provide to them. And I'm going to add a diagnosis. And under the diagnosis, we'll look up this one. And we will save record. We're going to add a treatment. And I'll look up this one. And we'll save that record. And right now I've got a diagnosis and I've got treatment, and then I can add pharmaceuticals to this particular record. Alright, so let's go ahead and add a pharmaceutical to this particular animal. We'll do alfalfa meal. The dosage, we'll say 5, and then we'll just say pounds for the units. And then the route, we'll just leave the route blank at this point. Actually, why don't we just select oral? Okay, that sounds good. Treatment days is 1. We'll just leave that alone and we'll save that record. And then we can just add another pharmaceutical record here. We'll do a vitamin. Okay, and the dosage was 20. And the units was milliliters. And we're going to do that through an IV. Treatment days is 1. Treatment days is 1. The treatment per day is 1. And then we will just go ahead and save that record. Alright, that concludes our medical record. You'll notice there's nothing for milk or meat withdrawals. Had I selected a pharmaceutical that had a milk or a meat withdrawal, those dates would have automatically calculated. But at this point I'm done. I can PDF this to the customer, or I can send an email. But at this point I'm done. Now I'm going to say I reviewed this one. And then if I come home, and I should be all set, I could go to a new record. I could go to medical records and start looking for the one that we just created. We could come back in here and find the medical record that we just created. Or we can come to invoices and we can look at the invoices that we just reviewed. Let's take a look at this one. Yep, those are all set. Okay, or I can look at my customers. I don't only have one in here, but I could look at my customers to see what the phone and the address are. And all of this information, the customers, the inventory, all of that is being brought in from the admin site, and that's being synced to your accounting program. All right, that concludes the field overview. Thank you for watching. If you have any other questions, please feel free to visit www.vetintegration.com.